What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video. Today we're looking at WWE 2K hands-on preview from IGN. I've been looking at a lot of content lately. There's been a lot of gameplay release. A lot of creators have a lot of content released for this game. I've been looking at it all day. I don't know how, but they did. So, well, some of them I know how, but everybody has it but me. So. We're stuck to reactions until the game comes out. So, here it is. So, without further ado, let's get to the video. Oh, Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, he's wild.
After the infamous WWE 2K20 misstep, the hugely popular WWE 2K22 arrived last year to course correct the series and revolutionize the way we play simulations of the squared circle. Hot on its heels and looking to capitalize on its predecessor's revolution this year is
they needed that failure of a game so that they could take it back to where it was, because it was just good. 2018 was good. 2017 was good. 2019 was you know, and then 2020 was just ass. Like, I think somebody left, like the lead developer for like Yukes or 2K left or something, and it showed. And then he came back because he went to go work on the AEW game, and now he's back. So that's good. It's a good sign. I'm glad he came back.
Is WWE 2K23. But from what I've played so far, it feels less like it's standing on the shoulders of a giant and rather peeking over cautiously. As to be expected, WWE 2K23 comes with all the bells, whistles and power bombs that you'd expect from a new WWE game. There's a whole new roster featuring the likes of the returning Cody Rhodes and the up-and-coming NXT champion Bron Breakker. Also receiving a yearly upgrade is the wrestler's attire, music and the general presentation. It's all as up to date as it could be, but outside of these upgrades, I couldn't help shake the feeling that, at its core, it's largely the same game as before.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's just like a big update. I don't know. I think that remains to be seen. The game's not out yet. It might look like a duck, but it ain't always a duck. Unless it talks and walks like a duck. Even then, sometimes it still ain't a duck.
Much like the ways lots of sports games iterate on their established winning formulas, everything in terms of gameplay in WWE 2K23 has rolled over.
I would love to see that. I would love to see Bron Breakker versus Roman Reigns. Two athletic big men. Like, they're considered big men. So, two athletic big men who can do the power game as well
from the previous game. So much so that despite only having an hour to play the game, I immediately felt at home with the breaker system, combos, reversals and all the grappling intricacies. If you're familiar with 2K22, you'll know exactly what to expect. That's not to say there aren't a few new clever additions though. The first to stand out is the arrival of the longer-awaited.
I ain't never seen Roman Reigns do that throw. What the hell? What the hell is that?
And heavily requested match type, War Games. For the first time in the series, WWE 2K23 extends the canvas with the addition of an extra ring. War Games features two rings side by side with a cage.
Because I did another video, I was wondering, like, was this the first time? I'm sorry I keep pausing a lot, but this, like, I'm just really excited for this game. I just have a lot to say about it. That's the point of reaction videos, obviously. If you just want to watch the trailer or just watch the video, just go watch the video, you know. But this is a reaction video, so I'm gonna keep pausing and talking. That's the point of it.
Surrounding both, with entrants from either a 3 or 4-man team entering in intervals. From a glance, this could appear like a repurposed version of any other 6 or 8-man speciality match, like Hell in the Cell. But there are a couple of interesting details that not only help it break it apart from the pack, but also help it stand out in its own right. Like its real-life counterpart, the War Games match features an interesting swing in the advantage for either team, with one team being a wrestler short at several intervals. At this point, the team with the handicap has to fend off their rivals knowing that they're at a severe disadvantage, biding their time until one of their teammates can enter the action. That teammate, however, can choose to grab a weapon, or weapons, to not only even the odds, but perhaps flip the advantage the other way. Unlike Hell in a Cell or Elimination Chamber, Wargame's 2-ring setup also affords the player more space to work with, preventing the congestion and clumsiness seen in the aforementioned modes. There's also interesting drama that comes from the bout being settled by one pinfall, which could easily happen whilst you're duking it out in the other ring. This presents an interesting risk-reward conundrum, forcing you to separate from your teammates and potentially miss the important save so you can afford yourself the space to do maximum damage to your opponent. All of this presents an interesting swing in match dynamics, and one that I've not experienced before in a wrestling game. And with Wargames being available as an online mode, I'm excited at the prospect of this back and forth concept playing out against other players.
That's going to be a true test.
The 2K Showcase makes a predictable return to the series, but with its potentially freshest, most exciting pivot yet. Despite the showcase having John Cena, this year's cover star, as the focus, you never actually get to play as the 16-time world champion. Instead, the series of matches now focus on every time John Cena lost an important match, with the player taking control of the superstars who took him down. Not only is the tale of all his losses an interesting story to be told by the man himself between matches, but it also has the benefit of providing variety to the player by not forcing them to play as one character a dozen times in a row. Even though this mode now offers that much desired playable character diversity, I'm still slightly cautious about the entertainment value of this showcase. I only got to experience one match from the series, which involved the historic ECW One Night Stand match, where Rob Van Dam dethroned Cena as the WWE champion.
I don't know how many of y'all are actually wrestling fans, like really wrestling fans, but like that night, if Rob Van Dam did not beat John Cena at the heart of ECW, like if he didn't win that match, there would have been a riot. There literally would have been a riot. They would have rushed the ring. Like, that match was so crazy. Just the stakes to it, the atmosphere to it, and then it was actually a good match. And then Rob Van Dam came out on the top for the ECW championship. Nuts.
But from what I saw, there appears to be an over-reliance on the albeit impressive switch to real-life footage.
And then this was like black shorts, chain gang John Cena. This was like peak John Cena. This is like when he stopped rapping and he started doing more movies. And like he was a few years into that and a few title runs into that. This was like the peak John Cena.
Several periods of just watching the actual match for minutes at a time, I found myself feeling like I wanted to be back in the action and creating these moments myself, not just watching clips of footage that are already burned into my brain. It's a small niggle from a small sample, and I'm still very interested in playing the full showcase, but I'm slightly worried that it's not everything I hoped for. Despite what I said about the gameplay earlier, there is one advertised change that did make a difference to the core mechanics. WWE 2K23 now introduces an optional variety to kicking out of pin attempts, offering the choice for players to flick the right stick in a timed window as opposed to mashing a button. The kick-out zone is a sliding bar that decreases in size and moves more unpredictably as the match progresses and your vitality decreases. I took to this option immediately, which surprised even me, but the tactile feel of the flick, the one-to-one representation of the movement, and the last gasp nature sold me on the concept of accurately reflecting the drama of a WWE match. With the rapid button pressing option, knowing you're out for the count is telegraphed early, but the new timed window system always provides the elusive chance of a kick-out that you don't get when the button pressing demands are beyond the realms of human capability. And what could be more wrestling than the drama of a shocking kick-out? It can be argued.
Yeah, Cody's gonna have to hit Roman with like 4, like he's gonna be one of those matches where he hits him with like 3 or 4 crossroads. He's gonna have to pedigree him. He's gonna have to hit all his moves on Roman to beat him for the belts.
That 2K22 set a new benchmark in terms of grappling gameplay, with my personal and perhaps controversial opinion being that the series is currently the best it's ever been. But with this comes a struggle for the next game in the series to do more beyond small iterations. and I feel like this year's game is in the unfortunate position of struggling to make its own dramatic statement. From what I've seen so far, there are certainly some worthwhile and fun steps in WWE 2K23, and fans of war games, John Cena, and having an up-to-date roster are in for a treat. I just worry that the final game might not make the impact that its revolutionary younger brother did.
I remember that.
For more on WWE 2K23, why not check out the full entrance of Cody Rhodes, or the showcase trailer for John Cena's story.
We did not do any of those, but I've seen them. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, if you want to check out Up Up Down Down, which is Xavier Woods' channel, they did a whole War Games match with Dakota Kai, with him and Dakota Kai played, and I think Shayna Baszler was playing too, and I think Big E was playing. Too. Yeah, these four, and then the two in the back are developers. So you could check out you could check that out if you want. I was just looking at that before I made this video, but yeah, this is gonna be it might feel like just a big update, but sometimes that's not bad. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Like you look at how the development of the Xbox happened, or you look at how certain games, especially sports games, are year to year. The best ones are usually one where there was a good one year, and they stuck to that formula and just added on to the formula. Those were the best games. Like the best Madden games were built off of another great Madden game. The worst ones is where they tried to deviate too far from what was good, or they copied something that was bad. And usually something that was bad stems from trying too many different new things and straying away from the tried and true formula. But I'm liking it. Like the live, he said he didn't like the live interactions, like the live interventions from the actual match. I like stuff like that. I'm a stickler for stuff like that. I think that's cool. So it's end of the day, video games and stuff like this, it's all I don't want to use the wrong word. It's all subjective at the end of the day. So make your own decision. Don't take too much stock into what these outlets say. Don't take too much stock into what I'm saying. Have your own opinion. Because as really with gaming, all that matters is if you're having fun. That's all what it comes down to. And I think I'm one of the people that's gonna have fun with this game. So y'all let me know what y'all think though. Are you looking forward to this? Do you think it's trash? Do you buy yearly sports games? Let me know. So y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. 1.